TBISE, the best in sports entertainment. Another question that's been posed to us in regards to high school football players making the transition from high school. I'll say this: the question has been asked: is there any high school players that we have seen that we believe that it could have made the jump from high school straight to the NFL, even though the NFL prohibits players to make that immediate jump to the NFL from high school? They have to be in college, I believe, for at least 3 years and use up their eligibility before the start of the actual season in college. Now, do we think we've ever seen a player like that you can name this in the NFL that you say, hey, this player probably could afford to go college and made that jump, even though it's prohibited, but if it wasn't in place, the prohibition wasn't in place, they could have made that jump to the NFL.
So you're asking any current players that's in the NFL as of today?
That you probably seen like he probably could have skipped college.
Yes. Jamar Chase being one.
Wow, you think he was good enough as a wide receiver to come out of high school?
Yes. Yeah, very good. All his collegiate years in LSU, his years in high school, yes. He went there and only excelled. He didn't have to go to college to be the player that he is now.
Okay.
It's just the rules in place that they have to go through the chain of command. Mm-hmm. High school, college, then NFL. But there's plenty of players that I look at in the NFL today and be like, wow, this guy could have bygone college and came straight to the NFL and produces as he's producing now.
Do you think it's probably be easier jump for defensive players over offensive players?
I would think more so of offensive players because that's just, defensive players, I don't call that, you have to learn a lot more defensively. Mm-hmm. You have offense is just, if you good, you good. If you ain't, you ain't. They running plays, wide receivers, they're just running out there and they're getting open and they're shaking and they're juking, and that's a little bit more, that's not as tedious as defense. Defense, you have to stick to that man. You have to learn how to knock him off his route, and I think that's a little bit more strenuous than offense.
But for me, I think that the high school players, they need to get stronger. Now, a lot of them aren't really that strong coming out of high school.
Same thing in college. When they come out of college, they have to get stronger still.
Well, I think college is when they really start to understand lifting, getting stronger.
Yes.
High school, you're just playing off of pure raw talent, really.
Same thing in college. They just have to implement the weight programs to them, the calisthenic programs, the working out, the having the endurance, the having the strength. The same thing that they teach you in the NFL. Mm. So it's not like they're skipping that process if they go straight from high school to NFL and they're going to because they're going to beef them up. You might get a little, like Skinny Batman, Devontae Smith. They're still trying to beef him up. He's 10 pounds light, soaking wet. They're still trying to beef him up. But could he had made it past the collegiate level to the NFL from high school days? Yes, I say yes.
And he's a Heisman Trophy winner, so
yes.
He's playing in the NFL, like you said. He's like a high school player as far as his build and his
he's like
physique.
A child. He's so frail and thin, but yet he's wily enough to catch these passes. He goes up against big time defenders. So all it is implementing the right training that comes with the skill asset part of it. We're talking about the strengthening training, the endurance training. You're going to get the same thing that you get from college overload in the NFL.
I think that if a lot of these high school players made that jump, man, like they would be getting a lot of sleep, like you said, on that field, they would be getting put to sleep.
Well, yes, they would. A lot of high school players that went through college goes to sleep on that field.
Yeah, but I'm saying NFL, you're talking about grown men in the NFL.
Yes.
Playing against a high school player.
Yes, these high school players these college players is coming out of college today and getting selected in the first rounds, the second rounds, the third rounds. These guys are frail still. You always hear of, he got to gain about another 6-7 pounds. They got to do that in college. in the NFL.
Yeah.
These are things that they're working on in the NFL. So he already went through his collegiate days. He didn't do it then, but they see fit that he would be better at linebacker if he was 210 instead of 195. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they'll make him get into these programs, these exercise programs, to mass up, to bulk up, to be out there amongst these grown men that you're referring to, Toffee.
These high school players, they go to college, and a lot of them, like I said, they're playing off raw talent. So the raw talent is there, but they don't have the actual physique to actually compete or allow them to be durable in the game.
To match the talent.
Yeah, because they getting hit, and you know what I'm saying, by people that's been in the college rankings for maybe 1 or 2 years before them, and so they're already on the program to get stronger, faster, so forth and so on. And these players are coming right in, but I think it would be unfair to get them straight out of high school and put them in the NFL, because these players in the NFL a lot of them already went through the college rankings to be, work out in college. Then they got to the NFL and they've been working out. They're used to the actual system. And then the high school player comes in there, he will be getting a lot of sleep, or he will be getting torched on the defensive end. Can't cover them fast running backs.
But this is what the
receivers.
off season is for. This is why you don't come straight in and play the game. The off season is for training, skill set training, physical training, mental training. This is why the off season is in place.
Yeah, I think that I think it'd be a disaster. They probably made a right decision with this one, as far as putting these rules in place which prohibit them from playing until they've actually been out of high school for 3 years, give themselves time to develop their frontal lobe and so forth and so on.
You got dudes that go and do 6-7 months of high school football before they're getting recruited by these big time universities. Mm-hmm. So that's a step up from high school. But they're taking them out of the high school before they even fully develop, because they see the raw talent, which we was referring to.
Yeah. And
they're putting them on this stage. But I understand what you're saying, whereas though you feel as though a player should go through the ringer, so when he finally arrives to the NFL, it's because the NFL is a whole nother platform.
Yeah, we already spoke about how difficult.
Yes.
Speaking about the difficulty of the NFL and how difficult it's the most difficult sport probably in the world to play. I mean, as far as the physicality goes.
Right.
So if you bring in a child in there with grown men, it doesn't.
I mean, sometimes these children is running these grown men over too. Now we ain't gonna get that misconstrued. We ain't gonna get that, none of that misconstrued. These children is running over grown men that been in the league for 8-9 years, getting ran over. So we not gonna forget that either, fans. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but I mean, the chances of that is it's not actually something that happens a lot.
But it happens.
Yeah, it does.
It happens. You get your fuse and you get your twos and fuse. It happens.
You got a Sam Darnold tackling a high school running back.
Yeah.
One of the Cam Chancellor, Brian Dawkins, them type players.
But them dudes had to develop. They wasn't like that they first year.
No, that's what I'm saying. These players like Dawkins and them, when they were playing, Dawkins, Cam Chancellor, Darnold, these guys were in their prime. Ray Lewis, they've been in the NFL for a while, and they see a high school running back coming up one of them.
They're going to try. But it's the same thing if he went through the ranks of high school, college, NFL. If he came out of college, he's going to face the same type of pressure.
But he had more years to develop his physique.
Well, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? You're not coming straight out of high school, 12th grade, and going to the NFL.
But why not?
And I'm saying it's possible, I believe, but the chances are very, very slim. And
I think
the numbers say don't do it. In my opinion, numbers say.
Well, I ain't gonna say the numbers don't say that. I think that the people that's in place to make these rulings say don't do it. It's not the numbers to me, because these kids are upset. You got dudes that go play 1 year in college and go straight in. These dudes that go out here and participate 1 year in college and claim for the NFL draft.
Yeah, but that doesn't always mean they pan out. But I'm just saying, but at least they still got a year of college. If that's the case, they at least got a year of college to work on some things. Because you go in there in the NFL, right, and try to go up against Bosa, and them dudes up there,
Crosby and all them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Monsters.
It'll be try to tackle Saquon Barkley out of high school, a cornerback on the island trying to tackle Saquon, Derrick Henry out of high school. Come on,
but
man.
It happens. But you're right. But it happens. Yes. It happens.
So what do you guys think? Did they get it right, or should they allow high school players to just go straight to the NFL? Is TBISE the best is sports entertainment.
You need home care services for yourself, but you don't know where to begin. Please allow Mecca Care to help you. Call now, 215-644-8341.